Mark's just filling up with some GPL, LPG to us. We just say it back to front, or they do. And it's going to be 77 cents.
77.9.
Has to be precise, doesn't it? 77.9 cents per litre. So that's really good. We've got to put in some diesel after this, so I'm going to nip and pay for this while Mark reverses out and goes to the diesel pump. So we're about to go over this very
Continue for 41 miles on A13, IC3, then turn slightly right onto exit 19 towards IC9, Tomar Norte, Aurum.
Well, I assume he's got a butt here, but I'm trying to do.
It's female.
A very high bridge. I mean, the legs are so high, they're, well, can't see that. Still a continuation of eucalyptus trees here. Eucalyptus was first introduced to Portugal in the late 18th century by Sir Joseph Banks, a British botanist, who'd found them in Australia. Portuguese farmers have covered vast stretches of their land with the eucalyptus because they are simple and quick to grow, 3 times as lucrative as cork, and can be harvested within 12 years. The eucalyptus grown in Portugal is used mainly as pulp for making paper. The oils and resin are manufactured and the trunks sometimes used in construction. The biggest problem is the forest fires. Oil produced from the trees combined with fallen bark makes eucalyptus forests a serious fire hazard. And did you know koalas who live in the eucalyptus trees in Australia are firstly not bears? They are not related to bears. Apparently a confusion began with the English-speaking settlers who thought they resembled bears. Koalas do smell of eucalyptus though. Apparently they take on the fragrance of the tree's oil like cough drops, or certainly a pleasant eucalyptus smell. So in front of us, as far as the eye can see, this is all eucalyptus trees. All of it. Mark's saying he's surprised he hasn't seen any koala bears. It's the amount of eucalyptus trees. Actually, I like the eucalyptus oil. Right, here we go. Hope nobody's knowing the weight of our motorhome.
This is the road we shouldn't be on now, I think.
If we all look a bit...
Turn right onto Rua Fonte Chupo, then in 200 yards, turn right.
That weight could be for the bridge.
Ah. Oh. We've got to come back this way.
I don't know, it's one way I think, so I'm hoping not. It's probably worse the way out.
Now pass. It's really got all these overhangs.
That's not just my stomach. I've eaten too many pies.
Or his chin.
Turn right.
Left here, yeah.
It says left. Yeah, left here, left here. Oh, there we are, look. This is an old, disused camping site. It's now a municipal site. It's free to park, obviously as long as you spend some money in the little villages here. Nice spots there on the right. Right this side. So keep them right. Giving us the salute there. It's quite fun. Oh, it's quite packed actually.
It's quite busy, isn't it?
It's very busy. I reckon a lot of these live here actually.
I reckon in there, don't you?
I don't know. Look at that yellow one. There you go. We've got our own private little garden. I'll just move that tree out the way. So when we go, we can leave it there for the moment. Lovely.
Just stumbled across this barber's here. I'm going to go in, and within a half an hour I'll be looking beautiful again. So this is the barber shop. I'm just about to have my hair cut in. So looking forward to feeling about 2 stone lighter. The hair is weighing me down at the moment. So we're walking into Tomar. The Christmas lights are on, and we're walking up to what looks like the main square area. There might be a market on, I don't know, but it's quite a pretty little town this. Denise found this one. It's meant to be one of the prettiest towns in Portugal, apparently. Looks nice, this market, all lit up with Christmas lights. So we'll have a little wander around here. So up there on the hill we have a fort and a convent, which we'll walk up to in the morning. Lovely frontage to the Hotel Republica there, and to the right hand side we've got a church that they've obviously spent a lot of time on doing up, but it's really nice. Look at the front of that church, almost perfect. And to the left hand side of it we got the clock tower with the bells at the top. Look how lovely that looks. Let's go into the church and have a quick peek, see if it looks as nice on the inside. Yeah, so a nice little market, this one. All Christmassy. Nice. This is, we're assuming, the town hall here, all lit up with its Christmas lights on. That is where we've just walked, with all the Christmas lights on now, going all the way up the high street. Really pretty. Just over here there's some old mill houses, and you can see where that red is. That's the tunnels going in, or the exits of the water from the mill houses there. So we'll go and have a look round those in the morning. We're back to the motorhome now to have something to eat and a good night's sleep.
This is where we parked up last night. So we've got our own little garden there. We're about to walk up and see this abbey, monastery, whatever it is. Have a little wander around the town again and then move on. So yeah, so quite a nice campsite really. Well, it was a campsite, but it's now a municipal, he's laughing at me, municipal free park up basically. Very peaceful here last night. This morning, they've finished now, but there was builders cutting these trees down, making a lot of right old noise. So we're just got to go off and find, oh, he's found it, look, water, there we are. Portugal, that's good. Good bit of mulch there. So, this would have been a lovely campsite in when it's day, when it was run as a campsite. So I don't know what happened there. This town is apparently one of Portugal's best traditional old picturesque towns. So there we go.
Well, this is the town Tomar that we walked around last night. So we're off for a little walk up to the castle and the monastery that dominates this town. It's up the top there, above the weir. So there is the castle, and I think to the right hand side of that is the monastery. It's a really pretty town this, and that is actually a mill pond on that far side. We'll walk up over towards the mill pond. Walking over the bridge now. I'll just cross over the road so we can see the old mills that are on this side of the road. So they're all mills running down here. Looks like there's about 5 of them. and they all had water mills inside. Lovely building there.
I could live in that.
Yeah, Denise could live in that. Lovely. It's really really nice down here by the river. In that water there's some huge fish and some quite unusual looking birds. Not sure what they are. It's all quite nicely manicured here, and over on the other side also. It's a pretty town, this. So this is where the water's held before it goes into the mills and powers all the mills. Not sure at the moment what these mills were used for. There's no indication around here what their purpose would have been. They date to 1903, these buildings. Well, we couldn't find out what these mills were used for, unfortunately. So this is the weir from above, and we've just walked around there to get here. That is the castle that we're on our way up to now. Not very far away. It's a lovely warm day, so it's a really nice walk. Quite an impressive water wheel. I wonder what that was used to power. Or was it just for show? So here we are at the castle, and we're not even out of breath. Well, just a little bit maybe. So we're going in through the portcullis now into the castle. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
So we're walking into the castle now. Which, if you are here in Tomar, it is actually free to go into the castle, as well as the campsite we're staying on, which is also free, all supplied by the municipal here in the town. So a very big thank you to the municipal for allowing this. It's impressive. So we'll climb up the castle walls in a minute, but the monastery here is really quite impressive. Look at that. Lemon trees there. I think Denise could do with a couple of them for a gin. So that's the castle walls at the top that we will make our way up to in a minute. But we'll just go over towards the chapel first. The stonework on the side of this chapel is really quite impressive. And the bow, you can see up there, the main bow, is absolutely massive. It's one of the biggest bows I think I've seen. It was actually worth coming up here just to see that. Fantastic stonework. Monastery here is in the process of being restored, and they're doing a fantastic job. As you can see there, that's obviously some that they've already done, but very impressive. I have to say that this is a absolute wow. As soon as we walked around the corner then saw this, we both said wow at the same time. It is extremely impressive. It's massive, this monastery. It looks like this side of the monastery still needs to be restored. But up there where the balcony is, there's amazing tiling. Here we go, into the convent now. It's actually called the Convent of Christ. As you can see, it is absolutely massive, this convent. In we venture. The ceiling into the entrance here is quite impressive. Into the main entrance. Dates to the 17th century, this entrance, and that is a layout of the castle. These are the walls we've just walked around, and this is the part that we're into now, so we're going into the convent. It really is impressive. Look at this in here. So this is the main cloister. Really impressive. Once this is fully restored, it's going to look absolutely fantastic. Not that it doesn't already. It's called the Manuline window. This part of the convent dates to 1512. Down there is where we walked around, and just in front of us now we've got the monks football pitch just down there. Unfortunately we can't go up this staircase here. What a shame. We are heading into the main dormitory here in the convent. Amazing tiles on the walls here again. So this is the main dormitory. It's huge. The sheer scale of this building is amazing. So this is the main dormitory here. Hopefully there'll be one of the rooms open down here so we can go in and have a look and see what conditions the monks here lived in. This dormitory was built in 1543 and it contains 40 cells, which they called them. I'm not sure why they're called cells, but they were. Where we're standing now is actually the geometric centre of the convent here. Let's see one of these cells. So this is what the cells look like. Weren't particularly massive, but they never needed to be. So this here is the fire room. It's quite dark. So quite cleverly here, the fire was lit and the heat would run along channels that run along the convent walls and would push air into all the monk cells. I don't think we're meant to be in this part of the convent, but this was obviously the toilets, and I've been dying to go. If you enjoy watching our videos and would like to see more of our travels, then click on the like button and subscribe to our channel. It's free to do so. Here we go, down into the cloister. I'm not sure what we're going to find down here. Sounds quite damp though. Yeah, I'm not sure what this was used for. What's surprising is the amount of stalactites attached to all the columns. So this is the refectory here. Denise is hungry and she's waiting for me to cook her something. Amazing marble tables. Can I have some more, please? More? You want more? So here we go. So over here we got some of the vessels that they would have served the food in. I'm guessing they did drink wine, but I'm not entirely sure. And here we have the plates that the monks would have eaten off of. These are the serving hatches which the monks would have been passed their meals through. And this was obviously a service area with the holes there in that table, no doubt, to hold serving pots and some sort of solid service table behind. But obviously quite a well organised. There would have been a lot of monks working in this kitchen, I'm sure. This is the kitchen here. Fantastic roof. And the bread ovens and the ovens, and where the range would have been over there. Should imagine it would have been a very, very hot kitchen with all these wood fires going. This is the friar's garden that we're walking into now. So yeah, this was actually the main garden, not the monks' football pitch that I mentioned earlier. Obviously that would be a silly thing. Monks definitely don't play football, they play rugby. When we were standing further away from this, it looked like both Denise and myself thought it looked like an aqueduct, and it actually is an aqueduct. It was the water channel to feed the convent with fresh water. The year of the construction of this aqueduct was 1593. It only actually made it to the enclosure in 1614, so it took quite a while to construct this aqueduct. I'm not sure how far it stretches. Just in one of the cloisters before we leave the convent here. It's been a fantastic visit. Enjoyed it immensely. That is where we just walked down from. We've got a beautiful tourist office here, really nice building. And this is one of the high streets here in Tomar. It's in more of the modern part of the town than we were looking around last night. Some nice buildings down here though. Yeah, so we're on our way back to Daffy now. Some of the little alleyways here in the town, they're crisscrossing all the way through this town with some really lovely little shops selling an array of different stuff. So this is the old part we're back into now. Yeah, it would look a lot nicer if there was no cars all the way down these alleyways. You can see they're just crisscrossing all the way down here. Little boutique shops.
Well, we're leaving the site. That's where we were staying there. You can't quite see it. Anyway, so
go straight ahead, then in 100 yards, turn left.
So we spent 2 nights here, quiet nights, been really good actually. We filled up with water, emptied our black and grey waste. Obviously the only thing that wasn't here was electric, but it doesn't matter because you've got your solar panels and obviously you've got the sunshine. Not much today, but fully charged. So thank you to the municipal for letting us stay, that was lovely. We're now moving on to Nazar, where the big surfing waves are, and me and Mark are going to have a bit of a go at surfing. I don't
big
think.
wave surfing.
I wish he'd put this. Oh yes, look at those pots. Got my eye on those pots. I love those pots. So we had a headlight out on the left side, which Mark's replaced that
Turn
this
left,
morning.
then in 12 yards, turn right.
So we haven't had much luck with these headlights, have we? We've still got the tape on the right hand one, obviously, because we're going to have to buy the whole unit, but we can't do that until we get back to the UK. But it's working. It's working with the tape on it, so that's fine. So see you at Nazar.